Best greetings from Helsinki. I am Heidi Rautionmaa and I will give you a short presentation about dialogue among people of different religions and other worldviews. But let me start first with a question. What these two strawberry cakes have to do with interfaith dialogue? This is not moving, the slides. What's wrong with the slides? They are not moving. Okay. You can now see the role of these cakes in reminding the birthday of the Prophet Muhammad and remembering the birth of Jesus Christ. Both of those religious dates were near at a certain time when one local mosque in Helsinki invited the Christian community to visit, and Muslim host offered these two cakes as a nice surprise. There are many international organizations and local activities that I have been involved during these years, and I am still. Just to name some: United Religions Initiative, and lately especially the multi-regional CC registered NGO Faiths Without Borders. Religions for Peace European Women of Faith Network and Women in Finland. Parliament of the World's Religions, European Network on Religions and Belief, CAICID, United Nations Alliance of Civilizations, and Andalind Foundation. And this year, 2024, is my 25th anniversary year of being active on the field of international interfaith movement. I could say that interfaith work has been my call. And why? Well, diversity is a fact, we know. The question is, how do we live together in this diversity? For diversity is to become pluralism, it must be positively and proactively engaged. According to the contract theory, we need equal status, cooperation, common goals, and support from authorities for positive relations to cooperate together for culture of peace. And that's the reason we need competencies for dialogue. I will now show you some examples from the field to promote dialogical approach. I have a long experience in fostering dialogue among people from different religions and other worldviews. The work has been for promoting peace and social justice, among others. Questions might be common among people, but they are looked at it or experienced in different ways depending on whether you are in the majority or in minority. It is important that we work to uncover the biases and assumptions that inform our thinking, and that we recognize the ways in which we might be tacitly complicit or actively involved in reinforcing oppression and hegemony. When we talk about social justice, the dimensions to take care of are such: representation or participation, redistribution of material, cultural, and also spiritual resources or primary goods, and recognition and cultural respect of all people in a just relationship. We know that prejudice violates the dignity and rights of the target person or groups, and also raises barriers to their contribution to the broader society. So, we need dialogue. And dialogue is one of the important peace building activities to emphasize social relationship, to reveal the complexity of the situation, to infuse hope and build trust across the divide, and to emphasize the possibility for innovative change by transforming the current ways of perceiving the challenges and the other into a constructive, peaceful relationship. In this way, we gain the powerful knowledge that guides us to become more human for each other and ourselves. Dialogue. Dialogue is a part of the process of building peace, and it is also the goal. We are able to raise awareness in larger and in deeper scale through dialogue. We can imagine alternatives ways to live together. And in this process, we are heading for empowerment, transformation, and especially transformative action and reflection. The dialogue is so much more than just talking or presenting on the stage. The aim is to promote mutual understanding that transforms human relationships from a state of ignorance or intolerance to a state of deeper understanding and respect what is shared and what is not. It is about having encounters with real world people. In dialogue, we have a room for both the difference and common life. The aim is not to hide or compromise things. The mutual inspiring relationship seeks to draw us closer, to get to know the lenses of shared values and to learn. Through our friendship, we can build trust and respect so that we can also tackle the difficult issues in order to make a change. Because dialogue is really for transformation, and what we really need in this world is this transformation. So we can just start to ask ourselves, who am I? Who are you? How do we relate to each other in a good manner? Dialogue is a method that can make us better people. Awareness of our own position is the base for successful encounter. Practices of self-reflection are important. This is a process that we are never too competent. This is a lifelong process, and the other people are the needed mirrors for us as well. This is more about skills and attitude than knowing some facts. It is good to have basic skills for communication and conflict management. Please reflect your own personal patterns to communicate and encounter people. What kind of dialogical elements are there? By knowing your own default patterns, you improve your self awareness. Once you are aware of your own patterns, you can pay attention to whether they are working for you and whether you can explore alternatives. Discover what is your conflict management style. What would have happened if you used a different style to address the same situation? Would it make difference? There are many different types of dialogue that are not always separate. Dialogue of life is here with us to experience all the time. But sometimes we need organized events to invite people to encounter each other in dialogue. Here you can see a photo taken in open door visit in a local mosque. There were tea and cookies offered, and these international students who participated were amazed that imams were serving. So these students got rid of some stereotypes during this visit. It is very good to get authentic knowledge about the other to gain friendly understanding of others as they truly are and not as they are caricatured. And one type of dialogue is thematic dialogue that looks for results, reasons, themes, for common themes and questions. This photo in this slide is a good example of diversity also among all participants, not only among the speakers or other presenters. It is also important to give participants equal space and representation. Those who know are not only those who are speaking on the stage. And there is an academic theological dialogue among expertise. And always try to remember the gender balance. And there's a dialogue of experience. In these photos, you can see young adults attending these events. There are many times participatory methods used to give better possibilities for experimental learning and also invisible learning. It is important to gain ever more profound knowledge also about ourselves to enrich also appreciation of our own traditions. All these types can be transformative for not just to see how religions and other worldviews address the most pressing issues of our times, but to aim to promote diversity of thinking in what it means to live together in diverse world. To organize events that aim to promote dialogue, we need to ask who needs to be involved and how? Who are the participants and what kind of participation or involvement do we expect from them? And what do we hope to do and achieve with the participants? What will each of them bring and what do they want to gain? How do we best involve and engage them? We have to also ask ourselves who is not present and should be included. When there is a trust and friendship built, there's a solidarity and readiness to help. For example, if hate speech or some other kind of violent act have taken place toward your friends in different religions and other worldviews. Let's strengthen the dialogue between us to build culture of peace. Global Ethic Declaration by the Parliament of the World's Religions shows 5 directives to work according to minimum ethos, called Weltethos. They are nonviolence and respect for life, solidarity and a just economic order, tolerance and a life of truthfulness, equal rights and partnership, and sustainability. So it is not only a matter of rights, but also responsibilities that we need to request in dialogue. And here are some tips to promote dialogue. Listen openly, build trust, and create a safer space. Become aware of your assumptions, avoid your own existing labels, suspend judgments and biases, discover the function, ask why, what is the function? Create empathy and understanding. Ask yourself if this is a cultural or an individual behavior. And how does my society deal with this issue? Do we have something similar? And what can we learn from each other and within? And of course, confidentiality is important, respect differences, no interruption, fairness in time and space and when compared things, and talking through personal experience and avoid generalization. And we have been talking about transformation, so be yourself the change, and so on. So, to be open to surprise, to trust and respect, to community, to wonder, and to action. I would like to I would like you to listen the beautiful song of Sami Yusuf made for the celebration of World Interfaith Harmony Week. That would be nice ending to this presentation.